All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I'm going to welcome everybody. So glad to have you here. This is an exciting day. This
Yeah,
is the grand opening for Rena Miles. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And she quotes a scripture that is really powerful. And don't despise the day of small beginnings. Everything
Right.
starts with a step. I left a service today where our founding pastor just passed away about last week, and we're going to be celebrating his legacy. But what's more powerful, he started his church in his living room with 13 people. That same church now has over 16,000.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a wow.
And
Yeah.
that's 62 years later. He just died at the age of 95, where he had already given up and passed on his pastoralship. He was in retirement, but he passed on his retirement, his pastoralship about 16 years ago. And so at the age of 95, he was well known in the city as a man that probably was one of the only few churches that allowed Dr. Martin Luther King to come into his pulpit. Because whether we know it or not, a lot of pastors were not for the things that he was doing because there was so much controversy and, you know, but I said all that to say that scripture is really, really powerful. So if we have one person to show up or nobody shows up, you were here and God honors that. So let's jump right into our presentation and share some powerful information. I'm excited because you're making the step to do your grand opening. And that's what this is all about. You have a store that has just started.
Yeah.
And we're going to get the word out. We're going to get the word out that we would like for every person that becomes a part of our company to have at least 3 grand openings. And the first one, we carry the heavy load for you. And then later on, you're able to do more and more things yourself. But our economy is in the hands of God. We launched our company. We just celebrated 5 years. We launched on 4/20 of 2019. We started out with CBD products and essential oils, but in 2020, we expanded and we brought in a complete line of wellness and weight management products. Then we ventured over into what you're going to see a lot about, flat belly lifestyle. We really have over 30,000 customers, so we've really got to update this. And we're proud to reinvest 1% of our gross profits to empower undeserved communities. We do our best each and every day to deliver 5-star customer support. Our mission is that we believe health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. And we offer the most life-changing products and an innovative business where we empower people to elevate to their full potential. That's our vision, to elevate the well-being of your body and your soul. Now, you may say, why wellness? Why is wellness important? Well, I hate to say it, but we've given birth to the first generation of children who are predicted to have a shorter, did you hear what I said? Shorter life expectancy than their parents. That's terrible. Even by 2030, they're already estimating colon cancer to become the leading killer for people 20 to 49 years of age. That's why we're proud to have a full medical advisory board of doctors and chiropractors and naturopaths and napropaths and RNs and LVNs who not only endorse our products, but they use our products for themselves, their clients, their patients, and their families. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about a wellness, and I don't think I said introduced who I was. My name is Dr. Roz. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a certified a wellness coach. My doctorate's actually in theology and divinity, but I always want you to hear from doctors. So let's go and make sure that you're going to hear exactly what a doctor, from a doctor's viewpoint, what they say, what they say about wellness and all the things that we're going to be sharing with you today. But we want to make sure you understand it from a doctor's viewpoint. So let me share that information with you right now.
2/3 of adults are now overweight or obese, and we have an epidemic cascade of debilitating disease that's overcoming the country. There's no way we can sustain the current style of care with the epidemic that we're creating with our diet and lifestyle choices.
The diabetes, the arthritis, the heart disease, the dementia, the obesity, the cancers are affecting about 70% of deaths. All the data is that those 70% of deaths and morbidity are largely lifestyle related and preventable.
Most kids by age 10 in the US already have fatty streaks in their arteries, the first stage of atherosclerosis leading to heart attacks, strokes.
Here in American medicine, we operate from the disease model. We are in the business of treating sick people. We are not in the business of trying to prevent people from becoming sick.
When you look at chronic disease risk, all the things that we walk around worrying about, actually dietary choices trump smoking when it comes to those risks.
If I could deliver one message to the researchers who are looking for the cause of diabetes and the cause of clogged arteries and the cause of high blood pressure and the cause of obesity, I would tell them the answer's in 3 words. It's the food. It's what Americans are eating.
Now listen, these are doctors that are saying this. It's the food. Did you hear the cardiologist, retired cardiologist who said we're not in the business of preventing sickness?
2/3 of it.
Trying to treat it. We got chronic disease and inflammation and visceral fat sitting there lying up under our stomach that's causing all these chronic diseases. And they're even estimating that in 2020, they said that nearly 700,000 people died from heart disease. And 25% of them didn't find out until they died. So here's a question I'm going to ask you. Now, I don't know if we have any guests here tonight. Let's see. I don't think we have any guests here yet. But when we do a grand opening, we'd like to add a little flavor to it. And so we ask this question: what is the cause of most sickness and disease? 3 words. Put it in the chat. If you got the answer to this, put that in the chat. I'm waiting to see your answer. What is the cause of most sickness and disease? The doctor said it, and it was 3 words. Anybody have an answer? Anybody here that can answer that? Go ahead. I'm waiting. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Anybody can answer.
Oh, I put in the chat that right. It's the food.
It's the food. Well, you got the food. Okay, it's the food. Right. Those are the 3 words. Now, understanding that it's the food, then what do? Let's learn about our blood type. See, what's so important about the blood type thing is that it's a more reliable measure of your identity, your race, your culture, your geography. It is a genetic blueprint of how you can live most healthfully, because one person's food is another man's poison. But let me let you hear from Dr. Eric Prince, who is our naturopath, talk about this thing called blood type.
Even through my practice, after scanning thousands of people over 10 years, I've investigated how the blood type plays a major role in what we're putting in our bodies. Your blood type is like a security system, and the antigen on your red blood cell determines your blood type. And based upon that antigen, your body will identify the food as an enemy or as a friend, as poison or as medicine. And based upon that information, it's either going to trigger your immune system or it's going to conserve your immune system. So if we're eating outside of our chemistry, then we're constantly triggering our immune system, which becomes overreactive after a while to the point where it becomes worn down. When you wear down your immune system, you make it hyperactive. A hyperactive immune system has the potential to turn upon the host. We call it autoimmune disease. When the immune system turns upon the host, that means that now you have one of the most powerful vessels in the body attacking you without you being able to defend yourself against it.
All right, so accidentally we had locked the meeting and some people were trying to get in, so I'm glad they texted me and told me that it was locked. So listen, this blood type thing is so powerful. And many of us don't even know what our blood type is. We go to the doctor and they don't even tell us. They want to know why we want to know, or they want to charge us a whole lot of money. Well, let me tell you something. The reason you're here, we want you to know that you get back with Rena, you get back with whoever invited you here, get your blood type testing kit. Very economical. You'll find out everything you need to know. And then we can even guide you in the right direction to know what foods are more beneficial to your blood type, what foods that are kind of neutral, they're okay. And then there's some foods you kind of, you really should avoid or at least start minimizing. Because if you're an A and you love your bananas and you're eating a banana every day, there's a reason why you're inflamed. There's a reason why you've got a chronic condition. If you're a B and okay, I know, don't shoot the messenger. You love your chicken, fried chicken, or your shrimp, or your avocados. That's not good because that's a food that is not neutral or beneficial to your blood type. The other thing that we have, and Rena is a certified wellness coach. Yes, she is. And you can learn what's going on in the organs of your body before it becomes critical. So again, let's listen to Dr. Prince talk about this bioscan.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Eric Prince, the naturopath. I am a holistic doctor, and today we're going to discuss the quantum bioscan analyzer. My testimony has to do with athletics. Being a track and field runner at the age of 40 and 50, I was able to compete at the college level based upon cleansing and detoxifying my bodies with these products, which allowed me to reverse my age biologically, achieve my athletic goals, and to restore my health. So imagine this is your report. Today we want to discuss the power of knowing about a progression of disease before it reaches a crisis state. We're going to talk about the cardiovascular and cerebrovascular report card, which is your heart and your brain. It turns out that over 600,000 people perish each year from heart disease. What if we knew it was coming and had the ability to reverse it? They call it arterial sclerosis, which is a hardening of the arteries. This is a problem in our system because we start off with normal arteries, clean and clear, blood flows with no impedance. But over time, we start to build up plaque inside of our blood vessels. We call this normal to mild abnormality. Then we go from mild to moderate abnormality, where we have even more plaque building up inside of our blood vessels to the point where it becomes close to fully blocked. And this is severe abnormality. If this process continues on from normal to mild to moderate to severe, then we are basically looking at a heart attack at some point in life. But if it becomes permanently blocked, as the blood is flowing through, it reaches a point where the pressure on the walls begin to expand. And we see this as vascular resistance on our bioscan. And once this happens, it causes so much pressure on the walls that it explodes, causing an aneurysm. When this happens, then we have bigger problems to deal with. Let's take a look at some of our testimonies. These are people who actually utilize the products in order to work towards achieving their health goals. Whether it's obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, we're going to be able to access the ability to reverse these conditions, restore health, and achieve our ideal weight.
So the bioscan is powerful. And as I said, we are so excited that we have wellness coaches that are possibly in your area. For those of you that are guests of Rena and you're right here in the Houston area or wherever, we'll try to see if we can find out if there's a wellness coach in your area. But we're glad that she's a wellness coach and learning even more. Because, we got to solve this problem, and we can. Chewicide, our CEO, Melissa Boston, coined this phrase, chewicide, because we're digging our graves with our fork because we got too much animal protein, we got too much processed food, salt and sugar. Somebody said if it's in a can, a jar, a bag, or a box, it's some kind of way processed. And sedentary lives. I was when I came up as a kid, the one thing I couldn't wait to do was to what? Go outside and play. I had to practice my music, and that was the next thing, to go outside and play. But now the kids are right there in front of the computer. We ourselves all day long. So too much animal protein that's impairing our kidneys and our organs and our cells. And that's what's leading to faster aging, cancer, heart disease, and obesity. A lot of times people will tell me, well, my mama had it, my grandmama had it, so I know I'm gonna have a heart attack, or I'm gonna have high blood pressure. It runs in my family. Diabetes runs in my family. But let me tell you something. What runs in your family is we eat like they ate, so we have what they had. Dr. Oz said it like this: our genetics load the gun, but our lifestyle pulls the trigger. So we gotta move towards healing. Listen to this little video.
If you don't clean the colon, there is absolutely nothing that you can do to get well. I don't care how elaborate that it is, the practice is. I don't care how much money it costs. If you don't clean the colon, you cannot get well. Did you know obesity is storing your own waste? When that waste gets loose into the bloodstream circulates the body 9 times a minute. And it drops that waste in every cell in the body. This is the reason for eyeglasses. This is the reason for headaches. This is the reason for hearing loss. This is the reason for your hair falling out, is because the colon waste is in the bloodstream.
The colon, we got to clean it. We got to get this waste out of the bloodstream. And listen, we're creating blue zones. What's a blue zone? 6 areas in the world where people eat far less animal meat and they live longer. I'm talking about they live to be hundreds of years of age, and they're climbing trees and they're working hard. I went to a birthday party of a lady who turned 90 and she was still running on the treadmill. And some of us are struggling to walk up the stairs. So we gotta create our own blue zones, and it starts with us, and then it moves on to our family, and that's what we call the flat belly lifestyle.
Less than 5% of people who go on a diet actually achieve long-term results. We believe you are ready to live your best possible life by getting off the diet roller coaster. Eating according to your blood type can make significant changes in your health. More than 2/3 of adults in the US are overweight. Obesity is associated with the leading causes of death worldwide, including diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and some types of cancer. Even if you are at your ideal weight, eating against your blood type puts you at risk for chronic illness and disease. These are devastating reports, and we can change them. But it starts with one fundamental truth. One man's food could be another man's poison. It's time to drop the waste. The flat belly lifestyle is a revolutionary approach to living your best possible life. First, we tailor the program with plant-based food for your specific blood type and to promote a healthy gut. Eating against your blood type creates inflammation, chronic illness, and obesity. Second, we recommend that you take our 15-minute bioscan so that we can help you identify what's happening below the surface. Next, simply choose the right phase for you. For added support, we invite you to join the community of people that are achieving success to inspire you and learn from our experts who support you along the way. Take the pledge today.
That's the challenge, to take the pledge today. People have taken the pledge and had wonderful results. And I'm glad that's why we're doing this grand opening for Rena, so that you can know about what's taking place in her life and how she has made a decision to be able to share this information with so many others. Now, I'm going to have her come on in just a minute and just share maybe her testimony, but I do want you to hear this lady's testimony because it's literally amazing.
I was able to lose 14 pounds, 6 inches. And I love the way I look. I'm not going to lie. I am loving this. But let me tell you what I love even more. I dropped my cholesterol 50 points. Blood pressure stabilized. And my doctor and I have been fighting for the last 5 years because she wanted to put me on a statin, and I absolutely refused. And she told me I would never change my cholesterol lowered by diet alone. Well, you can know how excited I felt when I had dropped it 50 points. I want to be optimally healthy until the day I just close my eyes and I'm not here anymore. I hope you join us.
That's right. And that's what we hope you join us. All right, so let me stop sharing for a second, and I'm gonna let Rena come and just kind of share her own personal testimony, what's going on with her, what made her even make a decision about Akana. Take it away, Rena.
All right, thank you. And I want to thank everyone for being here and attending and helping me to celebrate my grand opening today. I am excited and I love the Akana products. I met someone at an event that was being participated that I was in. And I was like, wow, I like this. And they were talking about the scan and, how it works. And I was like, wow, I want to try it. So I got a complimentary scan and I was like, okay. And once I got my reports, I was like, wow, it's amazing to me, for say gimmick. When I got my report, I was like, wow, different things in my body that I knew that I was having some concerns with, it was exactly on the money. So that let me know, okay, I need to get myself together and better together because I am a registered nurse. And I know they say nurses, we are the worst to taking care of other people, but not ourselves. But I say I don't want, as I get older, to have any type of uh things where I'm gonna or must be codependent on others because I take care of people and as you get older, your family, your friends, your children are getting older and everybody's kind of doing their own thing. So you want to get your health and be in the best of health because as they say, our health is our wealth. And I said, I'm going to do this cleanse. So I did a 21-day cleanse and I didn't lose a lot of weight. I probably lost about 7 or 8 pounds, but I lost a lot of waist because and I was able to put on pants. I was like, oh, I like this. I was like, Miss Phillips, I like this. And I was able to, get in clothes that I was not able to fit before. So I said, this thing is working. And then maybe a few months later, matter of fact, Dr. Ross, you did my scan and I compared the two. And I'm telling you, if you work it, it works. And it wasn't as, I say bad, but you have to adjust and you have to do an adjustment, not only in your habits, but in your mind so you can be committed and disciplined to stay on track. So whereas I wasn't as, over the top about eating salads, I love salads now. When I did that first 21-day cleanse, it reset my system. So I still working on habits, that I still need to bring in, but eating according to my blood type, certain things, I'm a type O, so like corn, avocado, different things, I began to ease myself away from. And like I said, I feel better. I don't feel tired, lethargic, just kind of drag. And I have a lot more energy. And I love all the products, but my favorite is the aronia berry. I'm telling you, once I started taking that aronia berry, I was like, hey. I had more energy. I was, I'm just saying I wasn't feeling what Dr. Raj, you say, what's in the cells. My cells was jumping and saying, yay, because, I just felt so much better. So I am definitely, I know the Akana products work. Like I said, if you work them, you buy them, but you must take them and just be committed and rededicate yourself that you want to be healthy, you want to be independent, and you want to live a long life with a greater quality of life.
Yes, yes. All right, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. Let me tell you something, guys. So many things are happening here at the Akana. And as I said earlier, we actually started with CBD. Now, if you're like me, you're a baby boomer. My first time I heard that word CBD is like, what? Really? I ain't trying to get high. Plus, I'm in ministry too, right? But then what you don't know, you don't know. And I found out that CBD is a natural compound that's an industrial hemp. There are over 85, some people say there are over 100 different cannabinoids. And most of us just know about THC, back in the day, Psychedelic Shack, that's where it's at. Yeah. The Earth, Wind, and Fire concert, the lights go down and poof, the cloud. But then I listened to a doctor, and here's what he talked about, Dr. David Allen.
Hello, my name is Dr. David Allen. I'm a retired cardiac surgeon and a member of the International Cannabinoid Research Society, ICRS. That means I'm a cannabinoid research scientist. And I'm here to tell you about the discovery of the endocannabinoid system, the ECS, and the significance and how it will change medicine. And we discovered the endocannabinoid system about 30 years ago, and we really didn't understand the significance of its discovery. And so we found out that this is a chemical communication that your body has. It's not electrical, it's chemical, and it's kind of like the hormone systems that people are familiar with. And your body makes these cannabinoids. They're endogenous, so they're endocannabinoids, and they perform some miraculous functions in the body. And we're just learning the significance of these functions. And basically, the endocannabinoid system is responsible for homeostasis. Most people don't understand what that really means, but it's the body's ability to maintain itself and function in the proper environment. And so it's critically important that that doctors in the future understand this control mechanism. And we're finding out that that manipulation of this endocannabinoid system will control diabetes. It controls cancer. It controls whether you can survive a heart attack or stroke. And so this is critically important for doctors to understand this new science. And the discovery of the endocannabinoid system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever, and will save more lives than the discovery and application of sterile surgical technique. And I'm a heart surgeon saying that. So more people will be saved by manipulation of the endocannabinoid system than are currently saved by surgery.
Absolutely amazing. Again, once you got to understand that this is a cardiologist talking about this. And when we understand that, it makes you understand how important all of these things are. So you got to unlearn what you don't know. Unlearn that it doesn't have the psychoactive effects. It's not getting you the high that we are accustomed to learning about. It doesn't do all of that. But it does stimulate receptors in the brain, but to help with pain and perception and anxiety and nausea and so many other medical things. So here's my next question. Now, if we were doing a giveaway, which we're not going to do a giveaway today because I think we've got a lot of distributors here, but when we have a guest, we always try to do some giveaways. But I still want anybody to get this answer correctly to put it in the chat. Does CBD make you high? Yes or no? Let me see your answers in the chat. Who's going to be first? Who's going to have the first answer? Uh-oh, I see one real quick. No, Tamar. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So since that is the case, guess what? I'm going to show you some products. But before I do that, let me give you the disclaimer, because our products are not for use by or sale to persons under the age of 18, or if you're pregnant or nursing. You've definitely got to be at least 21 years of age to get into our smokable products or our vapes or our Delta 8. We always want you to consult with your physician, because anytime you're using a supplemental dietary product, you should consult with them, because guess what? When these supplements help you and all of a sudden your blood pressure numbers get better and your A1C numbers get better, you need the doctor to be on board to lessen your medication or totally removing it all. All of our trademarks and copyrights are the protected property of their respective owners and aren't affiliated with, nor do they endorse this product. The FDA has not evaluated these statements, and we never intend to diagnose, to treat, to cure, or say that we can prevent any disease. We don't make claims, but let me tell you something, our customers do. And the test results for even our bioscan are for reference only and not a diagnostic conclusion. So let's talk about products. Rena has a website full of products, a 7 or 21-day raw cleanse, which you've heard Dr. Prince talking about. It's made up of several products. It's made of something to pull mucus and parasites out. We call it the eliminator. Then we have the regenerator. That helps to nourish your body with your cells with superfoods, because we're missing out on so many different nutrients because we're heating our food up and we cook out the real nutrients. We've got one called the purifier. That's the one that detoxes the colon and it cleans out. You saw that picture that's, that lets us know that you can't have any healing without cleaning out the sewer system. Well, that's what this pure, it's like a liquid colonic. If your faucet was clogged up, when you use something to unclog it, a Drano or a stopper or something, but what about our bodies? And then we've even got something to help feed muscle into your body with plant protein, not animal protein, plant protein. We've even got a website, a separate website from our Arcana website. So Rena wants you to definitely go to her flatbellylifestyle.com. It's a website. You go there, get plenty of information. Actually, you can even download our free ebook. You're going to get information all throughout that ebook about the cleanse, whether you do the 7 or 21, it's the same information. And we'll provide you with the full grocery list, a meal plan, an online group to support you and to coach you through. So you'll do this for yourself, but you won't do it by yourself. But the main thing you got to understand is that you've got to flush the sewer system. So we got 2 ways to do it, 7 days or 21. Now we really, 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 really want you to do 21 days. But I got you. Some of you say, I don't know. I can't do raw. You see that word raw? Yeah, for 21 days. Well, get started somewhere. Please. Not getting started is not an option. So either for $139 or $350, you're going to get the same products, just in a different amount, right? You get a smaller portion of those products. Some other things that we have, and you heard Rena talk about this, our aronia berry, and I'm right here with you, Rena, with that. I can't go without it. Listen, when the bottle's getting low and my husband both are drinking it, so it kind of disappears kind of fast, but you only drink a shot glass, 1.5 ounces of it. That's what's so cool, twice a day. And it's accelerating weight loss and it tastes good and you're reducing inflammation and it's fighting disease. Now, why is it doing that? It's doing that because of the ORAC score. See, there's a standard aronia berry juice that's on the market, but Arcana is so privileged to have an exclusive relationship with the farm in the Dakotas that the way that they grow theirs, the ORAC score is through the roof. And what is an ORAC score? That's what helps us understand how effective a berry or a food is at protecting our cells from damage caused by harmful substances in our bodies. The higher the score, the better they are at keeping us healthy. So as you can see, the standard is right at about 15,000, but our aronia berry is at 40,000. That's why we're loving it. But not only that, we got a lot of good products. We've got CBD products, yes, tinctures that go into the tongue. You hold it 60 seconds and then swallow. Helps with inflammation, helps, it's lowered people's A1C. We've gotten results of that in aiding them with their blood pressure. We've got pure gold and black label. What's the difference? Pure is less than 0.0%. That's the particular product that is designed for those of you who have been told that you can't have CBD because it's going to show up on your blood test. Well, I beg to differ. This particular product, as you see, it has less than 0.0%. It's 0.000000007. Hardly detectable. So if you have blood type tests, random, don't worry, it ain't showing up. Okay. Now the gold label is what's legal, 0.3% or less in the Delta 9 THC. And that's what we call our power. And then we have the cousin to the Delta 9, for those of you that like to raise up your level of creativity and just push the line, push the edges, we've got Delta 8. But either way, we've got you. We've got formulations of our own proprietary blend. That Hempranium, those 2 bottles, that's ours. You don't find it anywhere. It has black seed, coconut, turmeric, and peppermint in it, our own formulation. Everything is completely certified, totally organic, 100% natural, and third-party lab tested. Yep, there's a lab in Florida that tests all of our products to make sure that what we say is in the bottle of the jar is in the bottle of the jar, and we're completely legal. As I said, Those of you that want to push the edge, that creativity, the Delta 8. Now, Delta 8 is not legal in all states because it just kind of, like I say, it's the cousin to Delta 9. And there are just a few states that are still controversing over that, but it's still from hemp. What Dr. Allen said, it's not from the marijuana plant, it's from the hemp plant. But it does stimulate your ideas, it does inspire passion, and it does deepen your sleep because that's the water soluble that you can put in your water, your drink, your orange juice, or whatever. I love the fact that we have a hair care line, hair and skin, because we call it SOS, Save Our Strands. We have a trichologist, well-known trichologist, and we've got everything to help with reducing your lines and supplementing your skin, your body cream, a 3-in-1 shampoo. It's a shampoo, body wash, and a facial cleanse. Love this. And we got detanglers, we've got things that help thicken the hair, everything you need to help support and even to glow, give the glow to your skin. So if you need to be calm, get relaxed, get some relief, creativity or passion, we've got everything you need. And we even put it together in packages. Yeah, what we call self-care bundles. Whatever that thing is that you're dealing with in your body, these bundles will definitely help you because one of our doctors called it the trifecta. And it's when you use 3 different products because when one is wearing off, the other kicks in. One of our newest products is our Flat Belly Protein Muscle Builder, because we've learned from some of our trainers that as we age, we're losing muscle. And that's why the older you get, remember when you're a kid, you fall and scrape your knee and you look up and it starts healing immediately. Not so when you get a little bit older. You fall at an older age and all of a sudden you're just not getting it together as fast. And people are having hip replacements and doing kind of things as they go older because of the lack of muscle. But in this particular protein builder is an element called HMB. And that's used for building muscle, preventing age-related muscle loss, and reducing muscle breakdown. And it's helping to prevent that bone loss and metabolism decreasing. One of our other new products is the Endocalyx Pro. It's patented. The US is patented, doctor recommended. It's been issued out since 2018 by a couple of inventors. Remarkable testimonies. We had a person that was getting ready to go and have a stent in their heart. And she took this product for 9 days and went back. And when they opened her up, they realized they didn't have to do the stent because her blockage had went from 70% blockage. 9 days after she took it, it was down to 25% blockage. So it helps with blood pressure and cold hands and feet, leg cramps, hearing loss, slow wound healing, erectile dysfunction, neuropathy, and a host of other things from diabetes and all the things that we go through microvascular, because what it's doing, it's helping to clean up that lining that's in the blood vessel to cause better blood flow. Now, hopefully by now you've seen something and you got to say, Rena, look, I need to get something because I'm dealing with this, or I know somebody who's dealing with this. And so you want to be a customer. That's the first person that we talk to every time we do one of these presentations. You want to be a customer. But then you also might be a person, and I don't want to leave you out, because if you want to be a customer, that's it. We want you to get back with her as quickly as you possibly can and say, what's your website? Or tell her, here, take my money and let me order so-and-so and so-and-so. And she'll walk you through all of that. Or you might be like I was, realizing I've missed a lot of opportunities in my lifetime. And so you want to become a brand ambassador. What does that mean? That means you get your own website. That means you start your own online business. Do you know how much money they make on Amazon? Well, Amazon doesn't have any of those products. They just have an online store for you to access the products. And so now that you've learned about all this health and wealth that we have here, maybe you'd like to have your own online business. You can do that for just $29.95. Yep, you can get that online business started and you're ready to go. And then you can choose one of our packages to go along with that, because we want to have product. Listen, I wouldn't buy from anybody that don't have the product themselves. That's why I let Rena tell you what she's been doing herself. You got to be product of the product. And so one of the ways is to start with our Pearl Lifestyle Pack. It's $399. Now look at this. You see what's in there? A 21-day cleanse. See, so if you were thinking about doing the 21-day cleanse, why not spend a little bit more, just a few dollars more, and get the whole pack that includes the website and the cleanse and the pain cream and some gummies and some sample packs. And now you will even learn how to do the blood type testing and be a basic wellness coach. And now you've got your own business. And that's a great thing, because guess what that gives you? Tax write-offs. But if you want to do like my husband and I did, we were sitting in the room in Chicago, we realized, this is the last time we're going to miss an opportunity. And so we became econopreneurs, because we wanted to leave a legacy. We wanted to put ourselves in a position to have more time freedom. I want to travel all over the world and all over the country and still be able to do my business. I want to have residual income, because on the job, they will never, ever let me go above them. So residual income is that extra income. Even while you're working on the job, see, you can do this part-time, you can do it sometime, and still continue to do what you're doing until you can build it up to become full-time. Take trips, we'll show you, we're going to walk you through all of this. But the bottom line is, we want to have a willable business for our family and build some generational wealth. We've got 12 different streams, 12 ways to elevate your earnings. And I've talked about some of them, but I want to highlight a couple of them. This revenue pool, this blows my mind, because you are going to make money in commissions off of anything that anybody buys from your website. But how cool is it if you could also benefit from a revenue pool? I mean, it's like you're going to make money every month as you grow your company, as you grow your business. There are some levels that you have to get to receive this, but there's a pool of money set aside every single month, 4% of the gross revenue. That's before the bills are paid. That's before the anything is paid out. That's before the profits are made. It's set aside, and we share in that pool. When you reach certain ranks like Sapphire and Ruby and Emerald, we'll teach you how to do all of that. But Diamond is our highest, and they double dip from two different pools, a 4% and a 2% pool. I mean, that's amazing. And then trips. We take trips that you don't have to pay for. Yes, you can win those trips as you continue to grow your business. Matter of fact, we have a trip coming up that many of us are already working towards, and it's a retail retreat. Well, listen, check it out. Isn't that pretty exciting? If that doesn't get your juices flowing, it's like, okay, well, I gotta get to work. I gotta get to work. Yeah, because we're already halfway past this month, right? So we got 3 more months to make this happen. Listen, you've got time to do it. You got time to do it in 1 month. So don't quit, don't give up, don't throw in the towel, just keep moving because we're here to support you. If you decide you want to come on board on this, if you want to just be a customer, we are excited about you being a customer. If you decide you want to become one of our business partners, we're here to support you. We're here to help you become ACANA certified because this is a growing market. It's shifting, it's booming. They're predicting it's going to be $8 trillion in this wellness industry by 2032 because self-care is the new healthcare. Listen, people shy away from network marketing. That's the biggest mistake they could ever make. Here's a billionaire. He said, one of the wealthiest men in the world, he invests in network marketing companies. Robert Kiyosaki, he said the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everybody else looks for work. Which one do you want to do? Look for a job or build your business? So in my closing, again, we're glad you're here, but just know there's some things that we don't have here that I'm so happy about. There are no huge startup fees. We showed you some packages. We've got all kinds of ways for you to get in where you fit in. There's no website hosting fee. You pay $29.95 to get that website one time. Nothing do you pay month after month after month after month. No. No required auto ships, no balancing of legs, no quotas, no shipping costs. Really, it's over $50, not over $50. And then this is not a compensation plan that's only designed for the top 1%. It's designed for you. It's designed with you in mind. But we are going to say yes to customer support, shared revenue, willable business, unlimited income potential. You're your boss. It's your thing. You do what you want to do. And you have more time with your family and a balanced compensation plan. But this is my final closing. You want to select a company that has at least 18 months old. Did I just tell you we just celebrated 5 years? And listen, we excelled during the pandemic. 90% of companies, they fail their first 18 months. According to Harvard Business School, a company that has less than 500,000 people is a great opportunity. Better tell somebody we have less than 500,000. If they have less than 100,000, see, it's all about timing. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. And that's where we are. Because according to this chart that we did not create, this is a business chart created, it's called S-curve. When a company is in the formulation pioneering stages, and that's where ACANA is. We're just 5 years old. We're still building. We're still growing. We have not hit momentum. And what that means is timing is of the essence. See, this is not the time to join. Well, I'm not trying to badmouth anybody, but I'm just saying Avon and Mary Kay and all those companies have been here. They've hit their momentum. So you can't be the multi-millionaires in those companies, not you can't make money. Metaluca, a lot of companies that have been in existence that you know the name. The moment everybody knows the name ACANA, it's too late. So when we hit momentum, if you're here, if you're the first 100,000 to 150,000 that's been building this company, 80% of the wealth will fall in your hands. That's why timing is everything. So we invite you to elevate here with ACANA, and we're going to welcome you to the family. And if you're a guest, we're thanking you for showing up. If you're a distributor, thanking you for showing your support. So, hey, Rena, you want to thank everybody? I'm going to give it back to you, girl.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Ross. As always, I love it. I learn something new, I say every time. I thank everyone for coming. Thank you for your support. And I'm just grateful and appreciative. Just everyday insights, reaching out to people, each one touch one. And it is my desire. That trip looks so awesome. I've been working toward that to get to that trip. So like I said, I'm just moving forward, learning, and want to help as many people, as you say, everyone's not for the business, but to help elevate their health so they can live a healthier, awesome quality of life.
Awesome. And so if you're here, and I'm going to stop the recording for real quick.